Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Looks like Canelo versus Gennady Golovkin 2 will not have the HBO Faceoff treatment. Stay tuned. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing if you want to become part of the gang. Notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, according to Tom Loeffler, it does not look like they're going to do an HBO face-off for the much anticipated by some, controversial first fight, the rematch to Canelo versus Golovkin. And apparently it's just because they don't want to see each other. They don't want to interact more than they have to by obligation, like fight week obligations and stuff like that. So that's the latest. I don't know about an HBO 24/7. I think it'd be egregious if they don't do that. And I want to give my thoughts. I think this is a poor decision. Listen, as far as promoting this fight, I get it. I understand business and understand that in the art of business, you're trying to capitalize and make money and save money, cut corners where you can. So to get Max Kellerman, pay him his salary, the film crew, production crew, gaffers and all that, to make the face-off a reality, I do understand that's going to cost money. But I look at it in the grand scheme of things, it would be more money if you produce more viewership because you get people anticipating and wanting to purchase tickets, wanting to purchase the HBO pay-per-view. So I think this is a misstep to not do the face-off. In fact, when it comes to HBO face-off, I think with this fight particularly, they've gotten it wrong all across the board. Here's why. The very first fight, people were looking forward to it. This is before the failed drug test or controversial Adelaide Bird scorecard outcome, things like that. And people just were fans and wanted to see the fight. Oh, this is a good fight. Canelo moving up to 160. He had fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. at 164.5. So he got experience there. And then he was fighting Golovkin for all these belts, right? Then they didn't do an HBO face-off for the first fight. They did the lights are up or the lights are off or some shit, some other additional program, but they didn't do the traditional face-off. Golovkin speaks English. Canelo understands English, it looks like, and he speaks maybe a little bit. So get an interpreter for the parts that, you know what I mean, obviously he'll probably reply in Spanish. It's not that hard. And hear what people are saying right then and there. 3 people there, Max Kellerman and the 2 fighters. They didn't do it. Then the first fight had controversy. Then for the second fight, when it was initially scheduled, they filmed it. They filmed the face-off. However, since Canelo later would fail a drug test, the fight ended up getting scrapped for the Cinco de Mayo weekend of May. So that never came out. It never released the face-off that they did film. Now they had some up and down battles or whatever, uphill battles when it came to making the third fight. They got over that hump, and the fight's not till September, and now they're back to where they were when they started. You know what I mean? They came back full circle, and now they're not filming a face-off because apparently the guys don't like each other. I think that's a piss poor excuse because it doesn't matter if you like the person. If anything, that would produce a more compelling episode, I would say. You know what I mean? Be a more compelling episode. They didn't do one for Ward Kovalev. I mean, these are just missed opportunities. I don't understand what HBO is in the business for. I understand they have other shows like Game of Thrones and stuff, but as far as boxing, they're completely falling off. Now, this is a good fight, but to me, there's some issue. Canelo having the failed drug test, Golovkin being stripped of one of his belts, right? So some people could even argue that it's not as meaningful as it could have been or should have been, because now with Canelo failing the drug test and Golovkin electing to fight Vanes Martirosyan, 154-pounder coming off a 2-year layoff and a loss, moving up in weight, he was ordered to fight his mandatory with the IBF next or get stripped, and he chose obviously the money fight route and got stripped. So now he has one less belt, and there's just been an up and down saga, a soap opera, novellas if you will, in making the fight. So, you know what I mean? I think it has people in a weird spot. As the fight draws closer, I'm sure people will get the sense of urgency or whatever, but I just feel like this fight, they keep having things that don't help it. And as far as just allowing the promotion, oh, the first fight was controversial, the guys don't like each other, that'll sell it. I think in this day and age of streaming and the accessibility of these events and stuff like that, I think it would still be beneficial for them to promote the fight and not just let it rest on the shoulders. Because you look at, I use this example in my live stream, you look at Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. Floyd Mayweather is a salesperson. Conor McGregor is a salesperson. What I mean by salesperson is they're talkers. Canelo and Triple G they don't really have the gift of gab like that. You know what I mean? But yet and still, Mayweather McGregor still did a press tour. And I do believe because it was lit and they went to LA and New York and all these different areas, I believe that's what helped propel it to second place. I think it's just behind the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, right? Because of what they did promotionally. They're in the UK and they just turned up for the cameras and got people talking and, oh, Conor McGregor killed him in Canada at the press stop. Oh, Mayweather got him back in New York. You know what I mean? Who the fuck are the Mayweathers? Fuck the Mayweather. You know, all that. It helps sell. So I understand that's not necessarily the attitudes or charisma of either Canelo or Golovkin. Like, they don't really exude that side of the coin to me. But Faceoff is just, it used to be customary with HBO, but now it's not. You know what I mean? Now it's like we're lucky to get one, or they'll do one for fights that don't even need one. For example, Canelo versus Amir Khan, right? That had an HBO Faceoff. Why in the fuck would you take the resources to do a Faceoff with that fight? But as it sits, when this is all said and done, within 2 Canelo Golovkin fights, they will not have released a Faceoff leading up to the fight. You know what I mean? So a fight of this magnitude doesn't get the Faceoff treatment, yet you did one for the Amir Khan fight. But again, I understand their executives, the way they're probably thinking about it is saying Canelo versus Amir Khan, the reception wasn't that great and it needs the promotion. Canelo versus Triple G is already sold. That's how they're thinking about it. But I'm here to say that's not how it works. And even if it did work like that, you can increase your chance of selling if you come up with a compelling episode to get the fans buy-in. You know what I mean? Because, oh, did you hear what Canelo just said? Triple G said, hey, no, guys, he's going to knock him out. You know what I mean? And you get the people to interact with it. So skipping over it, I think, is a misstep. Let me know what you guys think. Are you upset or you just want to see the fight? Or do you think they should have done a face-off? But it doesn't look like they're going to do it. I don't know about HBO. I don't think that's been released if they're going to do a HBO 24/7. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.